Hi, I'm Ellen and I'm the Interpretation Manager at the MAC, and today for our behind the scenes video we are back in the collections, this time in our American Indian collection, having a conversation with Ms. Tisa Matheson, the Curator, about several objects that she's chosen to share with us today. Take it away, Tisa.
The MAC acquired these beaded bags through several decades of donations, and a lot of private collectors donated them to the collection since the opening of the Historical Society. When were these beaded bags created? Well, it's really hard to say unless you know the maker and the time period in which it was donated. So it can be anywhere between the past 100 or so years. It's really hard to say. What's the inspiration for the designs? Well, there's a varying kinds of inspiration. It can come from nature. It can come from a person's time in their life, an event, or even just a pattern or design that is handed down from a older generation. So it's really depending on the maker's expression of what they want to say or how they want to express their artistic perspective. It really can vary. The main materials for these bags are made of glass beads, tanned hide, and some sort of cotton for the lining and backing of the bags. In general, the women of the tribe or the family would make these bags, but there are some men that do it too, and they're just as good quality. Are they still made today? Yes, they are. They are always being made all the time. They do still have the same function as they did in the past. They are still traded. They are still given as gifts. They still are carried around to when you go shopping. I mean, it really depends on the person. This beaded bag is a pictorial type bag of a woman holding a child in a Plateau style baby board, and she's in regalia. It looks like she's sitting on a rock, and this bag isn't in the best condition, but it's a good representation of a time frame in the 30s, 40s, 50s when these bags or this design, pictorial design, was really popular. I want to point out the significance of the cradle board or the baby board, as well as the dress, that really signifies the type of regalia Plateau people wear during special events, social events, and it's obviously was a special bag of some sort signifying maternal child type design. This bag is of two deer, another pictorial bag. You can tell that it's made out of glass beads, tanned hide, and it's a very well-made piece, as well as made within the past 10 years. And it's pretty typical of this style of design of the Plateau area. This is another bag that was recently acquired. Was made by Philomena Nomi. She's from the Coeur d'Alene Reservation, and she is a well-known beadworker. This is a type of a contour beading that shows the swirls of the background. It gives depth, and it's of a horse, and it really shows the skill of the maker, as well as you can see that there's a really tiny red dot in the center of the ground portion of the bag, and sometimes that's as a artist or a maker's signature, and not all makers or beaders do that, but a lot do.